Wow, we're doing a series, new one, Saturn in Aries. Not a dignified Saturn. It's not at home in Aries. Saturn is in its fall in Aries, which means it doesn't like to be in Aries. It's super happy in Libra when it's all hunky-dory, it is all nicey-nicey, and Aries is not very nice, is it? Imagine not even a speck of niceness that Saturn already is, plus that energy of Aries, that fireball energy. I am just concerned on how dogmatic people will become over the next 3 or so years while Saturn will be transiting in Aries. So let's just unpack what this means for each of the 12 signs. And good luck, especially you, Aries. Good luck. And all the cardinal signs, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra. You are in the spotlight the next 3 years, and I would suggest just slow and steady wins the race here. Because Saturn is the master of time, it is the planet of karmic retribution. What you give, what you take. That's why it likes to be in Libra so much. But we are very far away from that transit. We are right now entering Aries. Woohoo! Like that one person with the flag. Anyway, let's just get on with it, shall we? So for you, Aries, discipline meets identity boot camp. This is going to be one of those rides you will definitely never forget. Saturn takes around 30 years to go through the whole zodiac. So this is your time now. Last time it was in Aries was around 30 years ago. Perhaps you were not even born yet. If it is your Saturn return, get ready to experience identity. I wouldn't say crisis, but I would just say a revamp. Identity questioning in due diligence. Pretty much, you will have a resting boss face. No more people pleasing. You are stopping this whole thing of people pleasing and shape shifting to fit someone else's ideas about what makes you unique or worthy or whatever. You're like, okay, I know what I have done to be where I am today, and I've survived. If you're Aries rising, you have just survived Saturn's transit through your 12th house, which was the house of the subconscious. You turned everything around in the deepest layers of your being have been looked at religiously. And now everything is on the table and you are looking at it and you see a picture. And that's you. Whatever you have worked so hard to achieve is now on the table, on the plate. And let's say other people say something about it. It's whether not good enough, you could have done more. This will just be so cringe to hear because of all the hard work you have put in. And now you are like, my confidence is not built on your compliments. It's built on the competence that I worked very hard for. So zip that thing and let me take my space that I deserve. Comes from within you now. The cons of the transit is like a detox of ego, if it's such a thing. You probably will be like clearing out. The pimples will be coming and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, I'm speaking in metaphors. As per usual. Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm breaking out. But did you think, like, what is underneath that? Is it because your internal systems are going through change? You are expelling something that's no longer serving you. You're going through an ego detox, and then you've got existential cramps, if I dare say, where you are saying, like, okay, everything has cleared. Who am I behind all of this? Who am I underneath the skin? Who am I behind the mirror? And that might hurt. That might actually feel restrictive or not perfect, not up to negotiation anymore. And in 3 years, you will be really aware of who you are, what makes you a person, an individual with their own path, with their own set of do's and don'ts. I'm excited in a way for this process, but just letting you know that this process will require some ego scrubbing, okay? So you just know. Anyway, this is just ego in the end of the day. It's not your soul. Your soul needs to break out of the ego shell in order to grow. So this is the transit for this. Use it wisely. Again, what are you facing? Who is the person in the mirror? And what are the karmic retributions to happening to you right now? Are you getting a streak of luck, or is it the other way around? Seems like the clouds are following you with the rain and lightning. Go back maybe to the previous Saturn and Aries if you're still, if you have experienced that. See what was going on then. It'll be a really good indicator. Also go half the cycle, so it will be like 15 years. See what happened then. Will be good indicators for you in the end of the day if you have been naughty or not. And by naughty, doing something that will cause an effect that is not necessarily wanted according to your plan, to your strategy. You will be facing some events or feelings or views or like maybe even doubts, self-doubts based on your actions prior to this. Aries is action. Saturn in Aries for all signs will be, how's your action doing? Let's do an audit of what have you done, what you haven't done, what do you wish you have done, what do you wish you haven't. Aries, you tell me what is going on with you, and I look forward to the transit. I'm Aries rising. You win this together. Let's support each other, of course. And yeah, if you let me know what's going on, I would really appreciate it, because it would be interesting for me to read your story. And I will catch you in a different new video. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Love you so much. Bye-bye. Taurus and Taurus rising. Saturn has entered your 12th house, and this is not a walk in the park. Saturn is a serious planet, and it likes the 12th house, but it doesn't like Aries, or Aries doesn't like Saturn. Whichever way, you're Taurus, and it's a little bit of a different game. So what is happening to you is finding gravity in things that rattle your cage at night. I would say it like that. The shadow work with the punch clock. That's what it is. This is one of those transits where you finally understand and value and just put a line in the sand where naps are sacred. They're non-negotiable. You become like a professional monk. And yeah, maybe you could even become a professional overthinker. Intuitive monk, professional overthinker, something like the two things, and you'll be rotating in between for 3 years. Don't burn the tire, okay? Don't burn it. Just do it in neutral, but don't go down the hill. Imagine layers and layers of karma composting. And the more they compost, the more inner peace you get. The world makes so much sense now, but that's 3 years down the line. You will have that aha moment. Like not just the world, this world, but the entire universe, the whole creation makes sense. But you look back and you see how many layers and layers of composted karma you had to dig through. But that would be the moment worth $1 billion, I guess. Tell me, please. Put a punch clock timer for the next, when the 3 years go away, pass on, and you are the ascended master now of karma, of duty, of knowing when to rest, of knowing when to say no. Bellissima. Like that for you a lot. The cons of the transit. Emotional tax season with no deductions. A lot will be coming out. A lot of emotions. It will be instant. You might go see old couple crossing the road. They're holding each other's hands, very slow, and the cars are there waiting, maybe even honking at them, God knows. And you are there watching this, and you're realizing, oh my goodness, I will be old one day too. Oh my goodness, my parents are getting old. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? It's that feeling of seeing time in all its totality, that we only have this much time on this earth, and you can get emotional, and this will be like emotional talks because you already know, you already have experience in life. You will feel like an old soul for the next 3 years because you've gone through the experiences. And now let the emotion work its way out, but do not invite it back if it's gone. Do not restart things that you're used to. Bye-bye. Let couple cross. Vanish in the fog. And keep on going your way. Social life can take a hit as well. And I will just have a moment of silence for that. For your social life. Boundaries will be super tall and you will be feeling maybe even isolated. Maybe other people will stop inviting you to parties and you're like, I'm myself. You are that old lady crossing by yourself now. That will feel it like that. But don't worry. The transit is going to pass. It's going to pass. When Saturn will be in your first house, you'll back in Rambo mode and running and everyone is giving you high fives. So just, this is the time to chill. Time to chill. Next 3 years, delete your contact list. Just don't even, oh yeah, what number is that? Do I know you? You be that person so you don't feel as bad. And yeah, maybe it's time to start like a gratitude journal or like a dream journal or shadow work journal, you name it, whatever journal, to make it a Taurus journal, the Taurus undoing journal. By undoing, uncovering, unplugging the things that you hold on to, good things, bad things, whichever things, and write them down and do that expel exercise. And a sigh of relief. And that feels good. I encourage you. Maybe even get a therapist who will listen to your things and give you that support. You might need it. Remember, Saturn rejoices being in the 12th house, so that's good, even though it's in the fall position in Aries. It's your soul work. It's your solo work. You will stay in your lane and you will see it for what it is, and you get creative there. This is the best way to go through this transit. Just get creative and be flexible as much as you can and allow time for things. Allow time for resting, for sleeping. Prioritize your sleep as much as possible. This is going to be just the best thing you could ever do to your body, to your soul. Connect to your soul. That's it. Love your soul. Your soul is just incredible. Give it some time. Give it some time under the sun, under the moon. Walk in nature. Connect to bigger things, to things that you can't really touch. But they will be so visceral because it's Aries, it will be visceral. Here, you are just looking at it with wide perceptive field. As wide as possible. Become like the flies. Like you just see in all directions. Kind of thing. And buzz around. See what comes up for you. These unspoken parts, let them direct you, but don't let them define you. The anger, the fear, all the things that bubble to the surface, you are looking at it with the wide lens because the transit will pass. You have done by then in 3 years this really deep soul work and you re-emerge. So this rebirth process, just allow the crowning to be smooth, right? No rips, no tears. Smooth, tranquilo, and give yourself space. Give others some space too from you doing all this work. Love you so much, Taurus. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yes, don't forget to share and subscribe. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Bye. Gemini, Aries will be entering your 11th house. And this is an exciting transit. In this house, it will be doing a little bit of a cleanup and polish through all your social networks, all your cliques, all your friends, for enemies, anyone. The enemies part has been a bit obvious, but now it will be super obvious. And now maybe people who like your friends, you have been like, okay, I am getting a bit disappointed. Saturn in Aries in the 11th house will shelve everyone to where they belong, and not just from your just because I want to. It will be like apples to apples, oranges to oranges. matter of fact-ish. Facts. Big word for this transit for you. Facts. So with this whole entire social audit led by the soul, you are now looking at your true connections, right? True connections, not the FOMO connections, not the one, oh, I'm looking up to you and I need something from you. Can we do this? Can you do this? Can I do this for you? No. It's gone. It's getting nullified, this whole experience, this golden retriever vibe. And honestly, your friends are getting a bit like stoic as well. Like they've got the stick up there, something. And you're like, okay, you have changed. It can go either way. In the end of the day, it is to align with your future. It is to align with your soul group. Cringe word, but yes, it is. It's soul group only. VIP. You could get new friends, and these friends would be a bit less taxing on your frontal cortex. If that's the case, congratulations. You did well with this karmic cycle. But let me know, maybe. Even if they are great people, amazing people, you still will want to do a little bit of qualifications and what is this, what is that. So that would be a learning curve for you, how open your heart is, how open your mind is, and how busy your frontal cortex is. If they're not frying it, it's already good enough. Dreams finally coming true. Pinch me. But there is a deadline, okay? It's Saturn. It wants to have things done. Aries also. Now, are you showing up for your plans that you have made? Are you showing up for your dreams? Question to you, Gemini. Cons of the transit. People might get like intense energy vibe from you. And they're right, because you have become like a social butterfly on steroids. But not just blah, 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 doesn't mean anything. No, everything means everything now. Every word you say, every message you send, every project you talk about, it's got weight. So you imagine the butterfly made out of metal stomping around. And how would you feel if someone wearing a metallic butterfly comes to you and starts being like, let's do this, let's do that? You're like, chill out. So yeah, that could be the vibe people get from you. So double check with yourself. What do you really want and how you come across? Flaky friends, that era is gone. You can kiss them bye-bye. And again, social media, another thing. It's a con of the transit. Keep your internet footprint in check. Do not do, I would say just plain. Do not ghost. Do not delete your accounts, or maybe do delete your accounts. You know what I mean? Clean your space, digital informational space, networks. And maybe a little tip, know the person you're pitching to. Look at their freaking profile. Look what they like, what they are about. Don't just bulge in and be like, hey, I'm Queen Bee, hire me, or I'm that influencer you want, or I'm that boo you want. It might not land the way you thought. So prepare and clear out things that no longer are you, or you don't want to associate with them any longer. And do it in a nice way. That would be it. Simple as that. How are you going? Tell me what is happening, because this would be one of those transits you will remember. And it will be like, for other signs, it's not as easy. But for you, it's just pretty much what I said. So you can do it. It's going to be fine. I believe in you. Tell me what you think in the comments. And do not forget to share and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao, Gemini. Bye. Cancer. Ooh. Saturn in your 10th house for the next 3 years. Some career daddy issues. Make sure you just make it productive. Without any power tripping, you are becoming the authority figure everyone needed. And most importantly, you needed. You're that go-to person in your life right now. And enjoy it. Just be bold. Be brave. Purpose found. Power reclaimed. Strength out of this world. What's next? You are moving mountains now. And you are doing it with this, look what I have achieved, with the sense of pride, and very refreshing for many people about Cancers, because you have worked so hard. This is happening. This is all working out. What is not working out? Everything is working out. But again, look at the details. What is not working out? Why it's not working out? And what to do to fix it? Can you feel the energy? Serene, like on top of the mountain. You see so far. You know what to do. The daddy issues. Again, who are you trying to please outside of yourself about your career and your place in the world? If you have worked on that, good. It's time to reap the fruit of your labor. If you haven't worked on that, this is your time to steadily, slowly, methodologically work on attachment within your career sector. Attachment to results, attachment to the status, attachment to power, attachment to particular career choice. Boom. Hope it's landing. If you have been procrastinating before, now don't. It's time to move, and it's time to move in strands confidently. Your reputation is on the line. You want to do it right. The cons of this transit. Your linking bio. It could be the con. Polish it up. Easy. That's an easy fix. Done. All right. So the imposter syndrome could play tricks with you if you let it. Okay. And it will cripple up because the Saturn changes signs from Pisces to Aries. It's a huge change. It goes from your 9th house to the 10th. Maybe you felt a bit la-di-da, and now it's boom, time to put your ducks in order. And what is your expectation here from yourself, even from your career, from your role? What expectations other people have about you? It's a big revision, and imposter syndrome can catch you in this stage when you're looking at things, assessing them, analyzing them. So remember, why are you doing what you're doing? And remember your mission, your biggest, highest octave of your expression of your heart, of your soul in the public arena. If you look at those big, bold, musical style movements, it would be easier to navigate the little sand of imposter syndrome that can get in your shoes. Because there is a bit of juxtaposition between the 10th house, the house of career, the tree branches and goes down into the roots, which is the 4th house. Cancer, you know that you are related to the 4th house, the house of home and family. I just want to say, you will notice that other people are noticing change in you. And that's a good thing because you have done the work. Now the work is bringing you fruit. You enjoy the fruit and your face melts and people start to see you coming up a bit, showing up a bit different. Does it come from jealousy? Does it come from a good place? They want a little bit of your fruit? Are you ready to share? All these things will be coming up, and be like water, be like water. Remember that public recognition for all the hard work comes after private clarity within your own heart. This is not just career, right? This is karma in motion. This is the progression of your soul's growth. This is you showing up in the world. And Saturn is bringing you a lot of lessons here. Social role is getting an evolutionary upgrade. So this is the time for you to get super clear and decisive and confident in the work that you do in the world. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I am excited to hear your stories. And don't forget to share and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Love you, Cancer. Bye. Leo, Saturn is entering your 9th house. Exciting. Burn the Bible. Write your own. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Did she just say that? Yes, exactly. So this is the Saturn in Aries for you. You're going to be saying things that other people will be like doing a double take. Did I just hear that? Yeah. And you'll be like, look what I wrote. I wrote the Bible. A new one. And it's called How to Love Leos. So you don't go mad. A whole thick Bible. If you were part of the cult, you're out now. If there was a belief system that wouldn't let you go, it's gone, reprogrammed, redone, and thrown out like a little piece of paper. Poof, gone. I like that. No one is stepping on your toes anymore when it comes to your beliefs. You are like, I'm my own person. I want to believe what I want, and I'm going to go where I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nice. I like this. I'm a Sag sun. Love that. Spiritual truth that you say, that other people say, will hit like an espresso, hard and fast. So a little bit of caution is advised. And also, you know now that sometimes water off a duck's back is better than espresso. If you have been doing a lot of study, it's time for you to reap the fruits of your labor and finally finish your thesis, finally finish your book, write the last chapter. And these 3 years are actually for that kind of work. So if you want to do something new in this area, good luck. This is going to all happen. Of course, it will require some work from you, like diligent work, but you can do it, okay? This is a good transit for doing all those things, like big, heady, crazy things, like thesis. The cons of the transit is existential whiplash. Where am I? Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? Where I'm not going? Is it all worth it? Blah, 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 blah. Floating aimlessly. Pick an aim and go for it. And just clock this thing in and just go. Put it on the timer, 30 minutes per day, whatever per day. Do things that keep you dynamic, keep you in the state of good flux. Do not get sour and daggy and daunted by things, because you might. Disillusionment could be another thing. Tastes like old goon sack. It's not it. That's why it's important for you to redefine what you believe in, okay? So you don't copy other people's beliefs and then you try to fit your life into that and think it's a failure. Redefine the rules, recreate the rules, change it up is the best way. Or go somewhere else, see how other people live. Go to Thailand, Phuket in the rainy season. Those people don't see sunshine, even though it's all warm. They don't see the sun. So scorching Australian sun will finally be not bad. Or go to a very overcrowded space like China, for example, and you will appreciate how much space you actually do have when you come back home. It's pretty spacious, pretty vast. Do comparison shifts. Oh, I don't know. Go to Norway where it's freezing. And your 19, 20 degrees will be just right. You will not complain anymore. Keep your options open, yeah? Keep your mind open. So this transit Saturn deepens your pursuit of truth, your perception, your knowledge base, your belief systems. It's going to clarify many things for you here. It's going to be that earned truth, not just inspirational quotes that you read on Instagram. It will be that I now know the meaning of that for real, for myself, and maybe can even teach others about it. Create a course about it and sell it on Facebook ads. You will be reviewing everything about your life, everything you have been taught, all the mentors you've had will be under scrutinizing review. If you are a teacher or if you teach, maybe your methods will be questioned as well. Word of caution, read the fine print. You don't want to sign the contract you don't want to sign. You need to be diligent when reading the fine print. When you travel, read the fine print. Make sure that the place you're going to is safe. Insurance policies, things like that. Make sure you cover your butt. Belief Evolution 101, and you're up for the test. As it is 9th house, and it is a sister fire sign, you'll be okay. Do not get discouraged. Be encouraged. This is my invitation for you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yes, let's chat. And don't forget to share and subscribe, and now we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Wow, Virgo, we have Saturn in Aries in your 8th house. Are you excited? Intimacy bootcamp and inheritance detox is in their house, baby. Tell me more. You finally stopped dating vampires. That's done. Now it's time for you to turn your trauma into traction and get some juice out of it. Shadow work, you name it. It's all going, and it's actually quite easy to do because Aries is not very complicated sign. It's like in your face. So all the karma is in your face now. People's karma is in your face now. And you using it as fuel to get to your goals. And I hope that one of your major goals is soul growth and expansion of your heart, right? So this is where you have a lot of practice, baby. You will start reading people's energy like a pro, and you'll be auditing their presence in your life. And you can make amends, but you can also make bye-byes just as easily as you make amends. Yeah, you're going through a bit of a detox here, emotionally, spiritually, karmically. Allow this process to unravel, allow this process to untangle, and restructure your way of thinking about these matters, because you would need a room for error here from yourself and from others. This is not an easy transit, but you can navigate it by making it, like simplifying it a little bit, like letting the things simmer until only the flavors you want are left, right? The cons of the transit, you might feel like it's a bit of too much of the intensity, CrossFit that just doesn't end. So how do you take breaks? How do you allow yourself time to respond, not like to react, but to respond? Allocate times, me times, and really make it sacred, the sharing space. What you share has to be sacred, and maybe it even needs a visa policy. Entry requirements. There's a lot of time, 3 years for you to work on that. And I'm sure, Virgo, you will come up with something very cool. Yeah, the boundaries will be tested. The signal will be tested. You will be on top of it. And I guess the biggest con of this transit, you will see who was using you all this time. And that would be like, oof. So karmic debts, emotional contracts are due. That's what Saturn in Aries is doing here in the 8th house. Virgo, buckle up. Will be very interesting, very telling, and I think very clearing and detoxifying transit. Just go through the process. Allow trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what are you picking up in other people's energy, in the words they say. And also, it's not just about that. It's also about what they are doing. What are they doing? Actions always speak louder than words. And this would be your building block in defining how karmic this goes. You'll be asked to grow up around things that you receive, give, inherit, borrow, or do a credit to others. My darlings, let me know what you think in the comments. Share your experiences. And yeah, I look forward to see you in the next video. And don't forget to share and subscribe. Love you so much. Bye-bye. Libra, we are having a house of relationships all lit up with Aries transit, and Saturn is the planet. It's coming into Aries, into your 7th house. Are you ready for revolution in your relationships? But not just any revolution, karmic revolution. Is it new wheels spinning or is it old wheels spinning? Let's unpack this. Saturn polishes here the mirror of intimacy. It's asking you to assess yourself and your partnership from a factual perspective. And because it's Aries, you are generally quite an impulsive person when it comes to your relationships. You just want to answer every impulse, whichever way. But here, Saturn will ask you kindly at first, stop, think, recalibrate, revise, understand. Get to the matter of things. And this can create brutal clarity. And the mirror is right in front of you. As for Aries, they were looking at themselves. But for you, Libra, you're looking at your partnership in the mirror in its totality. So that means you and the other person interacting. Partnerships include marriages, business, long-term partnerships, girlfriends, boyfriends that been there forever. That other person, that other bloody person, just like doing your head in. Let's say you're not sure about this connection anymore. It might be the sign of a karmic clear out before a more potent partner comes in that fits you better. So there will be like a test. Will you go through this transit? By the end of this transit, will you be together pretty much? If you're not together, c'est la vie. If you're still there together, look at the mirror again. What do you see in the mirror? Just look at it and you'll get your answers. I wish I could tell you, but you're the one who would be judging all of this. High caliber partnership requires responsibility from both parties and has to be give and take. What's your worth? What's their worth? What do you bring to each other in this connection? All of this will be up for revision and very serious talks. Due, maybe even overdue now. You not only going to listen to your partner, you also going to read their body language and do a 360 experience of this whole thing. And perhaps you would be like a role model now for that high caliber quality, your dream partner. You will embody that now. So these 3 years will be super cool. If you don't have a partner, you will be growing into that dream partner for your dream partner. Yes, it can go into miraculous zone with due diligence. The cons of the transit could be choosing isolation or just being single, because there's not everyone is up to the par, and you create it like proud monk, lonely, because it's better to be lonely alone than it to be unholy or something. I don't know what to say to that, because I am the furthest from Libra I could possibly be. Aries rising. Is it because of you're proud? Is it because you have had bad experiences before? What's the tea? Share it with me. Teach me, please. I want to know, because I was always that person who was like, I need another guy. I need another person. Like, I can't just be alone. Thank goodness I'm married now. But when I was single, that was not a happy day for me. So you might be choosing that for yourself, this transit, because I'm done. I'm going to build myself. I don't want to waste any time. Unless it's serious, I'm not interested. Fair enough. Every ex now gets their karma back. And you're like watching with popcorn. Maybe you could be even the messenger. You could be that person who's, you know what? Time to have fun. I'm so bored. Let me just text them back and rattle their cage. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? This is who you ended up with? Or you just keep liking their posts or something. I don't know. You will just see all the karma in action when it comes to your exes. Just be nice. Just be kind. Do not create karma for yourself for being this that sour patch lingering in the background in a hoodie. Photobombing everything. You could also deal with the commitment issues. Let's say you have found them, they have found you, but now they're not ready to commit. And it's been like, oh my God, what do you have to do now to prove to them so that they can commit to you? And it's just like a whole saga. So you have to be clear from the get-go to avoid these sort of back and forth things and these impulsive knee-jerk reactions when it comes to putting things on the table and asking the direct question. And if it's wishy-washy, I don't know, let's wait a bit more. You could be playing the waiting game and in the end up alone. So be careful. So you will be tested here in the 7th house. Yeah, Saturn is here to test your intimacy, your pleasure, your openness, to have that dream relationship. And happiness is no longer a default. It has to be negotiated through truth, through your personal truth. Some relationships evolve and some expire, and it all reveals something in the end. A learning. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Don't forget to share and subscribe and have fun. I will see you soon. Bye. Scorpio, Saturn in Aries in your 6th house. Time for you to fix your systems in place for your work, for your routine, or you will be swallowed by them, because Saturn in Aries is like a ticking time that is just ticking so loud and you can't fall asleep. Have you ever tried to fall asleep with a clock ticking? And you start to create like music. I don't know. That's why this super quiet. And I wear earplugs. Just cannot stand the sounds. So you will have the same sort of experience. Something will be ticking in the background and you're, okay, what is that? And you'll go there and fix that. And this is all about your work and your health. And your health is your wealth. So it's one of those annoying transits. Or you'll be like, clock is ticking, deadlines. So you need to structure your life in the way that works for you rather than against you. Okay. Do not weaponize your routines against yourself. Use them and do not make other people suffer in your household. Let's say you're one of those who wakes up at 5 a.m. and puts their electronic toothbrush on. It's like, the person next door is still trying to catch up on some sleep. Don't be that, okay? Close the door behind you. Or you decide to get like a parrot and let them roam around the house, bird shit everywhere, and you're in your parrot era. I mean, something like that. And you are elevating your game when it comes to your health routines. They are not, I don't know. Oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to. It's more elite tennis player routine, elite sumo, Japanese sumo fighter, wrestler routine. You name it. Can be anything, but it's elite. You elevating your game. You are finally, I'm worth it, baby. I love that for you. It's awesome. You're going to really get some good tips by the end of the transit in what works for you and what makes you feel elite. You can turn into this boring adult and overwhelm your nervous system and overwhelm your adrenals and just learn to let loose and book in the masseuse. Pretty much. And again, coping mechanisms. How are you coping with change and how are you coping with that diligence? Yeah. What are your mechanisms there? Will be up for review, maybe up for judgment in the beginning of the transit, but by the end of the transit, you will roll out with amazing strategies and really grounded and trial and error. So it's Aries. Give it a bit of room for mistake. Do not judge it too harshly. And do not think black and white as well, like this checkerboard. Muted pastel tones of your life, your routine, your health. Acknowledge where there is an issue. Go to talk to the professional, of course, but do not make it doomsday Googling the diseases. You know what I mean? Go calmly talk to someone who knows this shit, and you'll be fine. Saturn likes to grind in the 6th house. It's sacred labor. It's going for it, making it work, testing, trying, A/B testing. Spiritual immune system is upgrading. Your entire multidimensionality is vibing in a new way, and it's your achievement. You are getting serious about it. Your work becomes holy grail. Sacred journey. Service to humanity is a sacred journey. Be confident in that. You're building resilience from the inside out. You're obtaining mastery over your vessel. And it's the soul work in the end of the day that truly matters. And this is the invitation from Saturn to acknowledge that and live through that courageously. Love you so much, Virgo. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to share and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Sagittarius, exciting news for you. Saturn is entering your 5th house. It's time to structure your creativity. Are you up for that task? You become the master of sustainable creativity. And you are here to materialize what is going on in your head. I'm really excited for you. And of course, the fifth house is the house of romance. So you really ignite the spark here. And you maybe even too serious about pursuing your passion, unstoppable energy. You turn romance into conscious connection. How does that feel? You create things now that will outlive the buzz. It's no longer about hype. It's about what truly matters to you and what you want to create and mold with your own hands, and let it just inspire long-lasting results. You bidding on it. You're bidding on it, high stakes and brave energy to make the project not like your life, but it might feel within these 3 years like you're doing your life's work when it comes to creativity. Let's say you're an artist, or you're in film, or you are a writer. You're banging those paragraphs, those chapters out, like your life depends on it. And it does in a way, because this is what's going to generate so much fruit down the line. You're setting up your creativity for the next 30 years. So whatever you set in motion in these 3 years will be having echoes and effects for the next 30 years. Time to get serious about your creativity and about things that ignite the spark within. Cons of the transit, of course, are maybe your spontaneity and your kind of wacky energy can get replaced with systems, checkups, spreadsheets, to-do lists, the project management stuff. You might be a bit discouraged with this amount of work that's required to make this thing outlive the buzz. And then you're like, maybe the buzz was better anyway. So impulsivity, you will be you'll be kind of like fighting it a bit. But you can do it. It's the fifth house. It's easy. Fire sister sign. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fill out the sheet or delegate it to the person that loves sheets, spreadsheets, and just give it all to them and do the work that makes your heart go on fire. Do not allow existential dread emerge from every creative block you have. Just go for a walk. 30 minutes or 40 minutes without any podcasts. Listen to the world around you. Give yourself that time for your creative brain to have a bit of air. Like this, you will remove the fatigue from systems, project management things. You will just get that creative perspective back. Allow at least 30 minutes every day, not doing anything, unplugging, just walking outside, looking around, taking a bath in silence or whatever. Just cut the noise away and stop doing what you're doing and see how you have that aha moment, that muse whispering back, she's back and she was always there. You just need to give yourself time for your creative brain to settle in. 30 minutes per day, that's all it's needed. Make it 40, make it 45. Allow this time and your work will speak volumes. You will be amazed by it. Creative work, yeah? Could also be like there's this casualty that is going, let's say you haven't planned for something, like you walk down the road and you see a hot girl or a hot man, and that turns into the whole karmic retrospect. Or you find that they are like your soulmate or something, or a chain of events, like a domino effects that you would never, no spreadsheet would have ever predicted that. No due diligence ever allows that room for synchronicity like that. And you will see, wow, I actually took a little risk here, or I walked the street that in those 30 minutes that you allocated, you decided to go a different route. Now you see someone important and you talk and they're like, so what are you doing? I'm like, I'm an artist or whatever. And you're like, show me your work. And then you scribbles and now you're the next Basquiat. All we know is like your napkin signatures are sold for like billions of dollars. Just like metaphor here. Allow some interesting resolutions happen if you change it up a bit. In the end of the day, this transit is about maturing your joy, how you approach spontaneity, how you approach synchronicity, romance, and creativity. So remember, Dharma which is not karma, yeah? Dharma over dopamine hits. And creating something what means something, not just what feels good in the moment. You're looking at building your legacy creatively. Creative soul's outlet is getting refined. Art, children, romance, and pleasure. Saturn wants to earn your fulfillment here, not binge it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to share and subscribe. I love you so much, Sag, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Capricorn, Saturn is entering your 4th house. You finally make peace with the ghost in that family photo, Capricorn. Inner security over outer success is on the cards, and I am excited for you because you will know what makes your safety net and who is doing the homework and who isn't. Ancestral healing like a CEO, you get those records straight, and yeah, maybe you can build the home you actually do want to come back to in the end of the day and relax, not be everyone's hero or heroine saving everyone. Now, you are the one who is entitled to be the boss, and who can save you, who cannot save you. The security, like that's the theme here. You feel secure where? Is it in your home? Do you feel home safety is all regulated, or you don't? Might not be the laughing matter because we know the statistics. Just saying. Revise your safety net. The cons of the transit. Childhood wounds can come back with the PowerPoint. The good thing is you can see the PowerPoint, you can see how many pages are there, you can see how many points are in each slide. But because the nature of the matter is very deep, very internal, very personal, very private, you might want to keep it that way. Again, safety net. Who are those people who support you? That's why they call it the house of home and family, because you would want to hope that those people, they're there for you. Saturn in Aries will show you, give you clarity on that. Allow yourself time to process and work on the themes of childhood and relationship with your parents, with your ancestors, with your family, that need to be addressed here and now. You have 3 years for this. If you don't do therapy, time to start it, and you just get closer to your original blueprint, to that innocence. Yeah. And that's a beautiful place to be. You are here to work on that and find grace in the experience, and give yourself grace, obviously, through the process. Yes, you will cry in the shower. Let it out. Let the emotions go. And yes, it might feel like a spiritual and emotional renovation everywhere, dusty and a bit uncomfortable, but it's worth it in the end, because once it's done, oh boy, that will feel good. The transit is worth its weight in gold. Use this time. Be on it. You're Capricorn. You're always on it. Don't flake it this time. Be on it. Continue to be being on it. Okay? Please. This is a karmic excavation. Saturn is here for a reason. It will restructure your foundation, your roots, your family. You will feel much more grounded by the end of this transit, and much clearer on where you stand in your personal inner world, in your matters when it comes to home and family. And you will feel like your roots belong where during the course of the transit you will end up. It will be the truth for you. Your emotional core is getting the golden threading. The inner castle, that inner strength must be reinforced so you can deal with all these karmic bills around your ancestry, around your children, your family, your parents, with due diligence and with grace and an open heart. Build the castle, see it flourish, put a fresh paint there, and yeah, enjoy being in the walls of your peace and your safety net. I'm wishing you a beautiful transit, Capricorn. Let me know what you think in the comments, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Aquarius, Saturn entering your third house. Your mind gets a discipline filter. What are you saying? Are your words weaponized? Are they taken out of context? What are your boundaries when it comes to communication? Are you communicating your boundaries? The debates can get lethal. You might be pushing people's buttons. You might be saying the wrong thing. So that's why check in with yourself. What are you saying, the truth, or do you want to win the argument? It asks you to be serious about your communication. So master communication energy is ignited, clear, concise, powerful, strategic, and real communication, real assertive communication skills. Assertive communication skills do not necessarily translate into bitchy skills. It's actually opposite. Empathic listening, empathetic listening, yeah, like really feeling what the other people are feeling, but not necessarily playing on that, being neutral and respectful, but also clear about what is that you're talking about, why you're talking about it, and what is the goal, okay? This is your bootcamp 101 in communications, negotiations, learnings, new learnings, backs and forwards, banter. You can create a course or I don't know, maybe even a film or a video or reel or like a piece of content that will change people's lives. And whenever you post something online, you might have a ripple effect from that. And just be responsible with that. If you're a keyboard warrior or you like to say not the nicest thing because it's just so easy behind the screen, think again. It could be a person struggling with depression on the other end, or it could be someone who is like, having one of those days, and you might just push them over the edge. So just be careful. You don't want to have karmic retribution from crap you say online, or just like a comment that you give that you think doesn't mean anything or whatever, and that changes person's life. Make sure that it changes person's life for the better, not for the worse. Aquarius, I'm watching you. The cons of the transit: overthinking becomes an Olympic sport. Tell me about it. And yeah, as it's the third house, it's also like our neighbors and brothers and sisters. So drama with the neighbors can get philosophical. And drama with the sisters and brothers can get ooh ha ha. So don't cause any karma there. And maybe you could just unplug yourself altogether from everyone around you and even social media, and then what? You will start hearing your own thoughts again. Malkovich. Malkovich. Have you seen that movie? Oh gosh, watch it again. Or watch it if you haven't. That's your transit pretty much. During this transit, Saturn trains your mental agility, enhances your voice, opens it up, through trials and tribulations and through some practice and exercises, obviously. Questions your peer dynamic. How debate worthy are they? Communication and scrolling and all those things. Just don't get lost in that forest. Just stay the course. So the wisdom of the transit: be truthful without staying bitter, be detached without being indifferent, be wise without the cynicism, be intellectually sharp without slicing your own sanity. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yes, thank you for watching, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I will see you in the next video, Aquarius. Enjoy this transit. It will be a showstopper. Do not people please, but also be kind, okay? Love you so much. Stay in your lane. Big kiss. Pisces, Saturn entering your second house. I'm very excited for this transit for you because you're here to reap the fruit of your labor. Literally. In your self-worth, in your relationships, you are seeing things for what they are and you can tangibly touch them. You just had Saturn in your first house, and it was hard. It was a hard transit. But what I like about Saturn in your second house is that now you know your resilience, you have tested it, And now you're applying it into practical, abundance giving strategies. Okay. The best way I could formulate that. So now it's not just like aesthetics, it's actual worth. It's not just that it looks nice, let's buy it. It's no, I want to do it. That's number one, because I deserve it. That's how you're going to think about purchasing things or spoiling yourself. Do I need it? I do. Do I want it? I do. Done. It's not going to be this, maybe I can, but maybe I can't. We're going to get it and we deserve it. And then we'll see everything support that. Let the universe support that. Because, oh boy, the last 3 years you have experienced, universe was there to catch you when you were falling. She was right there, catching you. And in the end, you have figured it out. You have figured out yourself. You saw yourself, how resilient you are, how responsible you are, how strong you are. And now you deserve things. And here they are. Yay. Money finally starts showing to the party. Make it rain. That's good. For all the hard work you've done, you deserve it, baby. You get strategic about security, not just financial security, also emotional security, because you don't want to be losing it. There were some periods in the last 3 years where you were not like that, you didn't react in an inappropriate way, but it was just so much that it's like recovery mode right now, and you want to protect yourself. And now you're getting boundaries redefined in a firewall kind of manner, protecting yourself from situations that could possibly happen that you don't want to go through again. So you became wiser when it comes to your finances and your emotions and your boundaries. Good work. The cons of the transits. Am I enough? This question can create identity crisis. Honey, let me fix this up for you. You are enough as long as you believe in positive thinking. Might have got a bit discouraged in the last 3 years when Saturn was in your sign, and it was a very big test of character when you accepted the victim role even for a little bit. But listen to the signal. Is this true to you? Is this really who you are? The next question, am I enough, would be the question answered based on how you dealt with what happened to you in the last 3 years. So if you're still asking that question, am I enough? And a stranger on social media is telling you, yes, you are. Is that true for you? And if there is gaps there, then in these 3 years, when Saturn will be in Aries in your second house of self-worth, you will get clarity on what are still negative programs running that are stopping you for believing in your sense of self-worth. It's not an external exercise. It's very internal. Aries is primal energy. It's not that complicated. It's how we feel in our body. Do a body scan. Maybe start working out. Fill your cup and give yourself an inch of worth every other day. Give gifts to yourself, and this existential dread will lessen its load on you. By the end of the transit, you could be the embodiment coach and tell others how it's done. So kudos to you, Pisces. Just be strong. Continue to be strong. And maybe there would be like, oh, I'm a free spirit. I'm enough, blah, blah, blah. Universe will be testing you. Really? Are you? Show me the money. Show me what you got. What have you built so far that you can back this up? So it's like another thing. Cannot be just wishful thinking. Yeah, you have to do the steps and keep walking and keep going, keep active in that area of life. Yeah. And maybe it's better to be on the budget this time for the next 3 years. It's just think of it as a spiritual practice. Don't buy Uber Eats anymore and don't do takeout. Just cook at home and fill your plate with nutrition that you actually know what's in it. That's also can be taken as a metaphor, but also maybe just a real life example how you can use this energy. Get control over your nutrition and literally see what you are what you eat. So if you say, am I enough? Maybe just, make a big paella and eat it, eat it and be like, oh yeah, baby, I am. Oh my goodness. You will definitely feel the squeeze, but what Saturn is doing is just making room for more wealth and more health and more beautiful value that is you and the people around you. It's testing your value system, definitely, but it's here as an integrity check to make sure that you have integrated the lessons that Saturn brought while it was in your first house. And make sure that you don't only learn how to sustain all these serious things, but also how to sustain joy, because the second house is the house of joy and enjoying the value that we perceive, right? Enjoying those simple things in life. So you get the rite of passage by getting hold of that too. Finally, the joy is here. Are you ready to take it? Are you worthy? Are you enough? And is it enough joy for you? My question. Hope you enjoyed this transit video, and I will be making more videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments. I will chat to you soon. Bye.